Hi, friends. I wanted to share a little more wisdom from nature, this time from my backyard. And I want to apologize in advance for the litany of city noises from airplanes to cars and traffic and so forth. But I did want to come and share from a very beautiful, powerful part of nature that's right here in my backyard, this Brazilian pepper tree. I love this tree. I've loved this tree ever since I've lived here. It's got these big, huge, winding, twisted branches. It's not massively tall, but what it does is it spreads its branches out very, very wide and provides this deep, cooling shade all around it. And it's just got such a cool shape to it. At any rate, I sat down at the base of this tree with my journal and just did a little writing. What I wrote was very short, but got the point out very well. You see, I feel like nature is full of wisdom for us if we take the time to get still and listen to it. And this is what I got from this Brazilian pepper tree until my pen ran out of ink, which told me, okay, probably got the gist of it. So here's what I wrote as I was sitting at the base. I felt like the tree was saying, I am not native here. Yet I've adapted and become a stalwart anchor point. I create a strong sense of home for myself, the plants around me, and the animals enjoying my branches. And then my pen ran out of ink, but I got the gist. I realized that for much of my own life, and I think some of you may relate to this too, I felt like I didn't quite fit or I wasn't home. Either I didn't belong or I was in a foreign land. Something where I just felt like this isn't really my place, or these aren't really my kind of people. And I felt like that since early childhood, very early childhood. And it creates a dilemma. It creates this resistance of, I really don't want to be here. Either for some of us, it can take the form of, I want to go move and live somewhere else, or I just don't even want to be here at all. And that's something many people have experienced. But this tree that's not native to Southern California where I live, it comes from South America. It has created this beautiful, powerful anchor point in the corner of my yard. And it's just so old and full of beauty and character and strength. And it feels like it belongs here to me. But realizing it's not, nature did not necessarily put it here, someone planted it here. Yet it's made a home for itself and it's created a strong sense of home and beauty all around it. And so it makes me think, how can we, to borrow the phrase, bloom where we're planted? How can we determine, do I really not belong here and I need to move, or do I need to explore how to put down roots, create beauty, life, love around me? So I want to do a very simple meditation with you, and I'm hoping the airplane noises aren't too loud. What I'd like you to do is get comfortable. Close your eyes, and then join me in 3 deep, full breaths. Go ahead and empty all the air from your lungs to begin. And let's take a big, deep inhale through the nose, sending the breath all the way to the belly, then the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale from the mouth in reverse, from collarbones to chest to ribs to belly. Inhale first to the belly, ribs, chest, all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale from the mouth in reverse, collarbones, chest, ribs, and belly. And one more time, deep inhale to the belly, ribs, chest, collarbone. This time out the nose in reverse, from collarbones, chest, ribs to belly. Beautiful. If you are still with me this far, there's a chance that you might have felt at some point in your life, or even right now, that there's somewhere, whether it's work or where you live or the family you're in or the friend groups you're in, that you don't quite belong, you don't fit, it's not home. And there can be that longing oh, I wish I was somewhere else, or simply, I wish I wasn't here. There can even be a sense of, who are these people around me? I don't get them, they don't make sense to me. But I want to invite you to tune into the highest, truest part of yourself, your soul. And I'm just going to ask a yes or no question of your soul. Do I need to move somewhere else, either away from this place that I'm living, or this job, or this group of people that I'm living around? Yes or no? And if the answer is no, at least for now, I want to ask your soul to start to give you impressions and ideas and even inspiration about how to put down roots where you're at, how to spread your branches beautifully and grow beautiful shade-giving branches that are beautiful for you and those around you. Whether that's putting down roots in the workplace, not in terms of you have to stay there forever, but perhaps you are meant to offer nourishment. Perhaps you're there because you're meant to serve others. Maybe that's the purpose. Or there's things you're meant to learn before you can move on to the ultimate dream job. If it's the family you come from, perhaps the family you have is exactly what you need to grow and produce what you're meant to in other areas of your life. I just invite you to find that inspiration. Pardon the airplane. The inspiration from your own soul to feel. How can you, like this beautiful pepper tree, reach out, have longevity, wisdom, strength, so much beauty where you're at? Bloom where you're planted. What does that mean in your life? Beautiful. When you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. Perhaps you felt a sense that you are supposed to move. There are times we are meant to move and not bloom where we're planted any longer, but go bloom somewhere else. And if that's the case, that's wonderful. Go on that adventure of exploring what that means, what that looks like, where you're meant to be. But sometimes it is this battle within. I don't want to be here. This does not feel like home, yet it's where I'm meant to bloom. What does that look like? What does that mean? And how can I, like this beautiful tree that's not native here, spread my branches, send my roots down, provide a home and shelter and shade for others, and so much beauty. I want to thank you for joining me in this Wisdom from Nature reflection. All the peace to you. I look forward to sharing more with you in the future.